Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jordan Cameron back today with another update of our biggest blow off top in crypto history, followed by the biggest rug pull in crypto history. And if you guys been paying attention to the crypto world over the course of the past few days, even the past few weeks, you've seen a lot of flip flopping. You've seen a lot of analysis changing every day when there's a red day and a green day. On this channel, we are going to continue to look at the data. We're not going to follow our emotions based on the day-to-day price action, and we're strictly going to follow the charts. And we're going to take a look at those deeply today. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I still believe that the crypto market is going higher, and where my validation points, where I will say I am wrong on my thesis of seeing the total market cap of crypto go on a euphoric run to 10 trillion to the 4236 Fibonacci level. Obviously, before we see the biggest rug pull that I expect to happen over the course of 2026 and 2027, before the true crypto bull market later on in the next decade. Okay, but we're going to mainly focus on what's happening right now and today in today's video, and why everyone's flip-flopping and why the top calling is getting absolutely insane right now. It is getting absolutely insane. So just to kind of talk about what we talked about in the last couple of videos, guys, if you take a look at all of our major charts, right, just take a look at all the majors, guys, all we were seeing is retests of previous highs across the board, right? Whether we're looking at total market cap just coming back down and retesting the 2024 high, right? We have 1, 2, 3 retests. As long as we continue to hold there, guys, there's no need to flip-flop every day, right? It's up, down, up, down, up, down, but we're just retesting the old highs on total market cap of crypto. We come over here to Ethereum, right? Guys, same thing with Ethereum on weekly closes. As long as we're holding those 2024 and 2025 highs, and even the 2021 close highs, right? This major level right here at 4,000. As long as we're holding that on closes, guys, it's a simple breakout and retest. Okay, we come over here to Bitcoin. What do we got? The previous 2024 and 2025 highs at 109,000. What do we have, my friends? A breakout retest, but yet the majority is turning bearish up here when all we're seeing on the major charts is retest on total market cap, retest on Bitcoin, and retest on Ethereum. Okay, and it is beyond my amazement that people have not realized yet is that, guys, at a top of the crypto market, you're going to have everyone thinking the market's going to go higher. You're not going to have people calling tops, and I'm starting to see a lot of popular analysts, a lot of popular, TA guys that look at short-term stuff, calling cycle tops here. And that's not what you see at a cycle top. Okay, you don't see a lot of top calls. You don't see a lot of that stuff sentiment-wise, right? It's when everyone believes that the market's going to go higher that the market actually tops. Okay, now we just looked at all our retests on our major three indices, right? Their total market cap, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. But still our main driver of why we think that we're going to see a parabolic run up to our top of our rising wedge, just like in 2021 and 2017, right? Is simply over here on our stablecoin dominance chart, which I'm going to continue to say, guys, we've seen a long drawn out, right, upwards movement for stablecoin dominance, which is why we've seen the crypto market go down over the course of the last few weeks. But I'm going to continue to state this is simply a retrace, just like right here was simply a retrace before this continues lower. And if you know anything about the stablecoin dominance chart, is if this goes lower, right, it is inversely correlated to our total market cap chart, which means that total market cap is going higher, right? So as you guys can see, right, we hit the range highs over here at 8.9%. That was the bottom of, right, our total market cap chart over here in March and April. And I'm expecting that the crypto market will top when we get close to 4.9%, or slightly below. But really, when we get to 4.9%, I'm going to be a little bit more worried in the market. But you guys can see we've actually retraced almost to the halfway point of this range, which means we have a lot of room to run down to get to that 4.9% on stablecoin dominance. So once again, I'm going to continue to say is until we get one of two things, right? Stablecoin dominance either down to 4.91%, or we see our invalidation, which I've continued to say many, many times, our invalidation for Bitcoin not continuing higher, right? And the total market cap of crypto not continuing higher is Bitcoin breaking its 50 moving average band, right? It tried to do it back over here in 2023, right? It held. bull market continued. It tried to do it over here in 2024. It held. Bull market continued. It tried to do it again in 2025. It held. Bull market continued. And you can see that that is slowly creeping up now. And now we have a very good invalidation where these are at 99,000 and 100,000. So right now, I am going to continue to remain bullish on Bitcoin, and I'm going to continue to remain bullish on the crypto market unless Bitcoin sees any type of weekly closure below that 50 moving average band, right, at 99 or 100,000. Because if we take a look at previous bull markets, any weekly close below the 50 moving average band, okay, was a result in a longer drawn out bear market, like right here in 2021, right? We can go over here in 2017, right? A breakage there meant a long drawn out bear market, okay, or a breakage back in 2014, right? We broke it there, long drawn out bear market. But before then, you wanted to remain bullish until Bitcoin actually broke back below there. And now that we've gone sideways for such an amount of weeks, we've now our validation at a pretty good point, right? Where we can say, okay, we get any type of weekly close below 99,000, and next week it's going to be higher, probably 100,000, 101,000. That's when we can flip bearish, right? And that gives us a very, very good invalidation, right? But until then, there's no reason to be bearish, especially when you're just getting retests on Bitcoin, retests on total market cap, and retests on Ethereum, okay? Now, to continue our thought process on stablecoin dominance going lower, as this goes lower, guys, and I've said this many, many times, we go over here to our Bitcoin, ETH, and stablecoin dominance chart, right? Which basically shows if this goes up, that means these four assets right here are outperforming everything else. If this goes down, this means that, right, everything else besides these four assets are outperforming these four assets, okay? So I've said this many, many times, right? We've broken this trend line that we were forming from 2022 to 2025. We broke this to the downside. We've came up now and bearishly retested. I think this is going to continue, although we've gotten 2-week retrace. I think this is going to continue lower. And this move lower on this as a range play here is why I think that total 3 is going to be the biggest driver of what's going to get total market cap up to that 10 trillion point. Yes, I believe Bitcoin's going higher. Yes, I believe Ethereum's going higher, but I really do think, okay, it is going to be total 3 that's going to have a massive run upwards of 2 to 3 trillion on its own, considering right now it's still at 800 billion, okay? So, right, we have the setup. Right, we have the 3 higher low structure on our total 3 chart. We're just continuing to bang our head on these 2021 highs, right? We hit it once, rejected. We've hit it twice, we've rejected. We hit it 3 times, right? Or in early 2025, we rejected. Now we're back up here and rejecting again. But as you guys can see, there's not a lot of room left. Okay, so if we're going to see this rising wedge play out, which I do believe that we're going to see this play out on total 3 and on total market cap, you guys can see there's not a lot of room left between this upward sloping trend line that we've been forming since the COVID low and, right, our 2021 resistance, right? Really, we have to see some type of breakout in Q4 here. And I do believe we're going to see that breakout into Q4 upwards of the 2618 and 3618 Fibonacci for our altcoins, okay? Just like we saw back over here in 2021 between the 2618 and 3618, okay? So if that doesn't explain to you, and this chart, right, just continuing making higher lows and higher highs, even if you zoom in on the short term, weekly just making higher lows and higher highs, yet everyone keeps getting bearish in every little pullback, yet the market just keeps continuing higher, okay? So as we continue to bump our head on the altcoin market, okay, you want to call this an inverse head and shoulders. I'm not a big fan of those patterns, but if you want to call this inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle, okay? Bitcoin had a similar formation before it broke out. I think the altcoin market, it's only a matter of time before you see this break those 2021 highs and continue higher. Just like we just saw Ethereum finally break through those 2021 highs. Now it's simply retesting, and I think Ethereum is also going to shoot up as long as it continues to hold the 4,000 level on a weekly close, okay? So, guys, everything looks the same. Everything looks normal, okay? We have global liquidity which you guys know, we've said this many, many times, global liquidity just continues to shift up, okay? I think Bitcoin just going to continue to follow this to the upside. We've fallen a little bit behind, but I just think that means that we have a lot of catching up to do, as we've seen gold, we've seen stock market, all continue up with global liquidity, but we've yet to see crypto do it. I think it's only a matter of time before we see crypto catch up, right? All the indicators to me pointing, right, up, right? Global liquidity, up. Stablecoin dominance still showing downside, even though we've gotten a little bit of a retrace up, okay? We look at our sentiment, right? Our simple sentiment indicators, right? This is the crypto apps. Coinbase only at 310. That is not what it's like at a top, guys. You don't see the Coinbase app indicator at 310 at the cycle top. Okay, you see it in the top 10, if not number one. Okay, so until this gets close to the top 10, not worried about a top whatsoever. All right. Now the only top indicator I might be talking about is the Kramer. Kramer saying buy crypto. Be careful of a short-term pullback if Kramer's saying buy crypto. But besides a little short-term pullback, okay, I think the charts are all primed and our thesis continues to remain that I think we're going to see, right, crypto really go on a major run here before the end of the year, right? It's taking a little bit of patience and it's taking a little bit of not getting caught up in the day-to-day chop price action that we've seen since July, okay? Our thesis continues to play out, right? We're continuing to see total market cap continue to make higher lows and higher highs despite the haters in the comment section saying, oh, blah, blah, blah. All I see is higher highs and higher lows on the total market cap chart. So we continue to stick to our thesis. I think we're going to continue to see this market just continue to get more disbelief on the way up. I think we've been trained for that in this market over the course of the last few years. Every pump gets retraced. I think you're just going to see disbelief the higher this market goes. And I think this is going to continue. Okay. And the more disbelief you see, the more confident you should be that the market is going higher. Okay, when you start to see everyone believe that the market's going higher, right? Your uncle, your cousin, your aunt, like we always say, that's when we should be worried, all right? But right now, everything looks good, and I think this is going to just continue to march higher over the course of the next few months, right? As we continue to follow global liquidity, we continue to see stablecoin dominance drop, we continue to see our Bitcoin, ETH, and stablecoin dominance chart drop, okay? And we see that total 3 finally breaks out of these highs that we've been holding down since 2021. I think it's only a matter of time. You're starting to see the bearish sentiment start to pop up, especially from people that have been bullish this whole way up. You're starting to see that bearish sentiment start to pop up, which I think is perfect. All right. And I think we're in a good spot, guys. So that's the video update today. If you did enjoy today's video, guys, we're getting super close to 100K subscribers. I think we're at pretty much 99K right now. If you guys aren't subscribed, only 20% of you guys subscribe to the channel that watch this video. You guys could push me over today if you wanted to. I appreciate the support. You guys are freaking awesome. And we're definitely going to do a live stream this week. I think we're due for a live stream. I don't know if it's going to be which day it's going to be, but I'll keep you updated on which day we're going to do a live stream. Appreciate you guys' support. Catch you guys in the next video and continue to stay patient throughout this little choppy period that we're seeing, because I do think what comes after it is a very, very fun time. All right. So catch you guys in the next video. Peace.